Oh!
You got one? Oh, look at that guy.
He blew up right on the surface on that,
Oh,
Roland.
yeah?
Yeah, as soon as I hit the water.
Lake Powell's had these smallmouth in them just a few years now. Look at the size of him. Lake Powell special. Oh, son, nice big old largemouth.
He is the current record holder with 9 BASS Angler of the Year awards, has 19 BASS tournament wins, and qualified for the Bassmasters Classic 25 times.
That's a good, oh yeah, that's a good fish right
Okay,
there.
folks, here we are. Lake Powell special. Folks, we're catching some beautiful fish. Some big smallmouth, some big largemouth. Look at this guy. Oh!
Dancing.
We're with a really good friend of mine, Ron Colby. Ron from Yamamoto Bait Company. Ron's my partner today, and he's showing me a few things about these big fish. Look at that big old largemouth bass. And we're using a lure. You might tell the audience a little bit, Ron, what kind of lure it is.
Well, we're using one of our new lures, the Yamamoto D-Shad.
Go ahead and catch them if you can.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And that's a new bait that we're using today, and we're going to show you a little bit about how to fish it. Basically, here it is, up the line. And yeah, that's a nice, and that's an average quality fish?
That's pretty average for the lake right now. You know, we're talking 2.5 pounds or so.
Okay. Yeah.
And hopefully we get to catch a lot more bigger ones, but
okay. But here it is, it's the end of August, so
exactly.
You know, it's not quite as good as in the spring. In the springtime, there'd be a lot of even bigger fish.
Right, right. And in the springtime, you get all those big fish really coming up and, you know, getting really aggressive, feeding for the spawn and things like that. But right now, you know, all these guys are up just eating on all the shad and the young of the year and trying to get bigger for next spring, so they can do that.
Well, now, Ron is the Director of Operations for Yamamoto Bait Company. I met you 20 years ago at some of the early tournaments on the Bass Trail, and you was quite impressed then with your expertise. And so Ron's our guide today, showing us a few things about these wily bass on Lake Powell. But one thing I do notice with this lure, you don't have to be an expert. It's not that difficult to catch them.
Nope, you just get it rigged up, you make some twitches. You know, we're just kind of dead sticking it, just twitch, twitch, let it set, twitch, twitch, and then all of a sudden, boom, boom, they get it.
Okay.
Let's put this guy back.
That's it. Oh, yeah.
An extra dance.
Bass Pro Shops presents Fishing with Roland Martin. Brought to you by Tracker Boats, fish the finest. Gary Yamamoto Custom Baits, designed by fishermen for fishermen. And by Bass Pro Shops, your adventure starts here. Closed caption provided by Spro Lures. Bass Pro Shops is a proud sponsor of Fishing with Roland Martin.
They're going, Roland.
You good one?
Yeah, that's a good fish right there. Oh yeah, he got me down in the bush.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
man, nice one. What you got, son?
Yeah, it looks like we got a good long smallmouth there.
Oh, that's a good one. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Can you get him? Oh, nice smallmouth. Look at that guy. That's a good, decent smallmouth.
Nice smallmouth.
Now, Ron, you work for Yamamoto Bait Company, and you're one of the pros out here in the West. We hear a lot about you and all your exploits in your fishing.
Yeah, you know, I started with Yamamoto about 10 years ago after I qualified for the Classic a couple times. They needed some guy with some computer experience, so Gary and Ken called me up and asked me to come and join their team. So I moved right down here in about 30 seconds and
wow,
get to enjoy all this.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Came off.
Yeah. I got him again. Now he's hooked up.
Came back on it.
Yeah, pretty good fish.
Oh, I had one. I just missed one. I got a little.
They get us down that brush.
He's down the brush.
Yeah.
Little smallmouth. What did you have, a largemouth?
No, I had a little smallie.
Did you?
Just about like this one.
I
Yeah.
tell you what, the D-shad's the deal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, son, I love it. I tell you what, it's an easy bait to fish. You know, Ron, you know, you're, among other things, director of the operations at Yamamoto Baits, and you might explain, what do you do? What do you do for them?
Well, it's anything from range and advertising to marketing, you know, to do the artwork for our ads. I'd help develop the baits and colors.
Yeah.
We go to all the tackle shows, set up the dealers and the distributors. One of my funnest things, how I started with the company, was actually manning our retail online website.
Okay.
And that. So that's how I got with the company. They needed somebody to do that. So
Okay.
with my retail sales, and started doing that, and just kept going on, you know.
It's funny. I don't know how many fish you think were in there. I threw 30, 40 foot to the left of you.
Yeah, yeah.
This had to have been the same school, you know? Just 10 or 15 fish all scattered
Well,
around.
I missed 2 fish, remember?
Okay, I got you.
They bit and just let it keep sitting there, and all these deeper brush, you know, just the tips of them sticking up out around here, and then we've got that
Oh, you get one?
Oh yeah, that's a big fish right
Is
there.
it a big one?
Oh
Here,
yeah.
I'm gonna throw it on top of you. Oh, look at that guy. Look at that guy. I'm gonna throw right where you are, and maybe there's another fish behind him.
Yeah, I'll let him stay down there a little bit.
You have a big one on.
Man.
Ron has a great big fish on. Big giant one. Look at that big old smallmouth, son. That's as good as they are. Woo! That's pretty neat.
Come here, you.
That's pretty neat. Pretty neat. But there's some big largemouth in this lake.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know,
I mean, these are quality smallmouth, but I bet, you know, we could probably catch a 3 or 4 or 5 pound largemouth as well.
Yeah, they get mixing in here really good on the lake. You know, a lot of diversification on the number of fish and the species you can catch just right here, and not even moving. Yeah, they sure are pretty, aren't they?
Well, you know, also we can catch stripers in here.
Oh yeah,
On the
absolutely.
same lure.
On the same lure.
place.
Yep, same
we catch
place.
stripers, one cast, largemouth the next, smallmouth the next, on the
Sometimes
same D-shad.
When the wind gets blowing really good and you get a mud line on these banks, you can take the little Yamamoto grub and just swim them. You'll catch them big walleyes because they'll move up real shallow.
Okay.
And that, so it's really good.
Now, Ron, you fish this D-shad all the time, and so you might explain just your setup of what is that? Just exactly what's the weight of the hook and what's the weight of the line?
Well, I'm using a 5/0 hook, and it's got a screw lock into the
Okay.
eye, so it helps hold the bait. And one of the big things that helps hold the bait real straight, you know, when you get the hook in there. And then this weight right here is a 3/16, but
Okay.
sometimes I like them a little slower. You know, we got a 3/32 weight on them, so it creates a lot slower fall. But sometimes when you're working these deep brush,
Sure.
you want to get down there. And then I like to use a 12-pound fluorocarbon line.
12 pound fluorocarbon. Why do you use the fluorocarbon?
The fluorocarbon helps keep the bait under the water because it sinks. You know, it's a lot
right.
denser than mono. Mono
So you
helps.
get a little deeper. I'm
Yeah.
using a regular mono here. I'm using but I'm not, I don't know, I'm getting strikes too, but maybe you got the bigger fish, so.
Well, I don't know about that, but sometimes it just works out that way. You know, I have seen it where it makes a extreme difference. You know,
Okay.
we're using monofilament or a fluorocarbon line.
This segment of Fishing with Roland Martin is brought to you by Diamond Fishing Products. Our reputation is on the line. Nitro Boats presents this segment of Fishing with Roland Martin.
I got one too. Roland.
I got a big fish.
Oh, mine just come on.
I got a big son.
Oh, no. Oh.
I got a nice big man.
Yeah, I saw that come
I
up
mean,
on
a
there.
nice big
Yeah. Woo, keep him on.
son. How big is he?
He's taking you out there, isn't he?
Oh, wait. Where is he?
Coming back over here to that, right here. Right for the back of the boat. There you go. He's gonna come up. Oh yeah, here he comes. Big smallie.
He's bigger.
Good smallmouth.
Huh?
Yeah.
Big small.
There he is. Yeah, big,
Look,
good
he's
smallmouth.
hook funny. I got this big spro plug. What's he hooked on his hop? What kind of a deal is that? Huh? Oh, he's hooked regular. He's just a big smallmouth. Hit a topwater plug. Well, that's funny because here it is in the middle of the day, catch a nice big smallmouth on a topwater plug, and we caught the other one on a big D-shad. That's just a testimony for what a great lake this is. So, you know, you can catch some beautiful quality fish like that. Now, how old is that smallmouth?
That one right there is probably about, in this lake, 3 to 4 years old. They don't have a whole lot of food, so they don't grow, you know, real big, like in Alabama and stuff. But when I've gone out with the gill nets and the Fish and Game guys, and they check their
Well,
ears.
now, if that were a tournament, would that make the grade?
Probably not but this time of year it would, but like in the springtime, you know, we're catching.
Not be,
yeah,
you
it's
need
taking,
a bigger fish than
yeah,
that.
20
But
pounds.
that's a decent fish.
That's a good fish.
That's a decent fish. Well, they were hitching that D-shad, and I decided to throw that spro plug. That's a golden eagle. Now, Ron, these are salt cedars, right?
No, Roland, they're actually a tamarisk, and they come out of Egypt. Oh,
You got one?
oh yeah.
Big one?
Yeah, oh, yeah, oh.
Oh, look at that guy. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. Look at this guy.
Oh,
I'm gonna see if
man.
there's another one by him.
He come blowing
Oh,
up. He
see
blew
that?
up right on the surface on that,
Oh,
Roland. Yeah, as soon as I hit the water.
Another quality smallmouth, Ron.
Yeah, they sure are nice.
Boy, that's a good. You know, when we were here 5 years ago, we were essentially catching those same fish, but they were less than the keepers. They were only like 9 or 10 inches long.
Right, right.
Now they've grown quite a bit.
Yeah, and you know, with all the flooded brush, a lot of the anglers have kind of left the smallies alone. They keep chasing the largemouths, you know, because they fish in the brush. So these smallies have had a chance to grow quite a bit. So
That's right.
they're coming on really good, real good. That's the thing, you know, about Lake Powell. You know, you can go so many different places, but it's so far away. It's a good fish, Roland.
Oh, yeah, look at that, look at that guy. Oh, look at that guy. Oh, look at that big old bass.
Yeah, get this
Giant
thing out
bass.
of your way.
Oh, that's 3 or 4 pounder. Yes, sir.
Coming.
Ooh.
That's a good fish,
That's a
Roland.
good
Look how
fish there.
thick
Look,
he
look, look,
is
look.
through there.
There we go. Good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Son. All right, that's what we're talking
There you-
about. Lake Powell
there you go.
Special. Son, that D-shad, that's a good bait for these fish. Just hit it right in the corner of the mouth. That's not a bad bass. We've caught some other nice bass like
Yeah,
this.
we've had quite a few of
And
them
a couple
on.
times there've been schools of fish this size. We've seen 1 or 2 like this, and 2 or 3 more just right, you know, right with them. So I'm gonna let them go. Okay. Okay, boys. Okay. Let's see, here we go.
There he goes, gonna jump. Come on, come on. There he
He's gonna
goes,
jump.
come on. He's pretty tired.
Gonna jump?
There he goes.
You know what a week we've had. What happened was Judy and I were in Vegas last week at a big clothing trade show that we had to go to. And I called up the guys at Yamamoto, and I called up Ron here, and also talked to Ken Sasaki. And I said, is there anything happening on Powell? What's going on? I didn't know if there was going to be any fishing going on at all.
Yeah, it's just been fabulous fishing
And
all year long.
I said, I don't have a boat.
Yeah.
And you said, well, maybe I got a beautiful nitro. That's what I use. You said, well, you know a guy, Randy Roundtree,
Yep.
and maybe we can get a boat. Well, then Randy says, also, maybe we can get a houseboat. So now, all of us go out on this houseboat, and we've had the most fabulous week.
It's been wonderful.
I had also my stepson, Rich Dysley.